thank you for the interview, Mary Linehan Foley. We're here down the town hall, the centre of Youghal, and there's a reception for you. You're just back after being elected the Mayor of County Cork. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mick.
Mary,
thank you.
Well, congratulations again, Mary. How does it feel to be elected Mayor of the County of Cork for a second time, especially here in your hometown, Mary?
It's very, very special, Mick, and I'm just overwhelmed with all the messages and calls and flowers that are arriving. I'm just overwhelmed by it all. But I'm also very, very proud, Mick. I'm very proud today, I suppose, that I got elected uncontested from my 55 colleagues above in County Hall. And that was something very special for me, that all parties, bar none, that they all supported me for the year ahead to be the Mayor of the County of Cork. And it's very exciting, and I know there's lots on my agenda which I will be coming on again talking about, and I have a wish list that I want to be completed before the 12 months are out. But I'm very overwhelmed, I'm very excited, and I'm very thankful, Mick, to the people that elect me every 5 years. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
So, Mary, we'd see a lot of more of you so on Community Radio, Youghal.
You will, for sure, for sure.
Mary, you're following your father's footsteps as a public servant. What does that family legacy mean to you? And how has it influenced your approach to public service? Now, I'm not forgetting your glamorous mother, Maureen, as well, who graced the front page of the Women's Own magazine in 1967. Not a lot of people know that.
No, not a lot, and I didn't till you told me.
That's correct.
And you sent me the details of it.
That's right, it was fantastic. At the front page, Mary, he was on back then.
Yeah.
But Mary, in the legacy of your father, Paddy, the listeners, everyone will remember Paddy, former Mayor of Youghal.
Yeah. I suppose the legacy that I'm hoping to continue is to do the work that my father did, and my father worked very hard within the community. He was a community elected. Well, it wasn't town council at the time, it was Youghal Urban District Council, but he was the type of man that was very, very proud to work for the people, and he was a community-based councillor, basically, and that's what I've tried in my legacy to continue on, to be in the community, with the community, representing the community, you know.
I can't mention your dad as well, Rob, mention Moby Dick, because he kept that fantastic influence of the Moby Dick filmmaking in Youghal up from 1954 up to the present day.
That's right. And
maybe, you know, as we go along, you know, the powers that be might even develop that further.
Hopefully, like, you know, where Moby Dick is based and where I grew up on the quayside, and, you know, opposite the infamous courthouse, which there's a lot of progress going on that, and that would be for another show. Again, in the centre of town where you have the Clock 8, the Barry's Lane, you know, and where I was reared is what I want to focus on now, and to make sure that Youghal has the potential. We all know that because we're from Youghal, and I'm very parochial.
So you want to see all that?
I want to see all that come to fruition, because it is in the process, and people are waiting, and people are getting frustrated. I understand it, and I suppose at my level I'm frustrated. So I'm hoping this year now will give me the chance to progress all the issues that
and you'll be letting the listeners know as we go along. Mary, you mentioned that the world's a very different place from the first time when you were mayor.
Yes.
In 2020. What are you most looking forward to now that you can connect with the communities and the people in person?
Well, I suppose when I was mayor in 2020, it was online. Everything was online. And not just that, all our meetings were online, but I wasn't able to go out into the communities, which is, I'm a people's person, Mick, and I love people, meeting people, regardless wherever they are in the county. And I was kind of curtailed, I suppose, in the sense that we were 2 metres apart. COVID was rife. There was nobody able to travel anywhere within their own communities. So this time the county is my oyster. I can travel everywhere I need to go, as well as making sure I'm looking after my home base.
Brilliant. Mary, you've highlighted the positive impacts of projects like the Youghal Boardwalk and the Middleton to Youghal Greenway. What do you see as the next big opportunity for Youghal and East Cork?
Well, I suppose the next opportunity is to finish the Greenway with the trailhead. That's number one. That has to be done, and I know the official opening of the Greenway is coming up in the next number of months. One of the more important, I suppose, projects that I've been harping on, Mick, for 10 years is Mulgoggin's Corner. We need Mulgoggin's Corner brought back to fruition, and as well as that, brought back to its former glory. The plans are there, the studies have been done, The plans are very exciting. The same, I suppose, guys that were involved in the Michael Collins down in West Cork were involved with the plans for
So it will happen.
my God. It will happen. It's a case of I need to knock on the doors and fight for departmental funding. I need TDs on board with me.
On that subject, Mary, people are on about the iconic Youghal lighthouse. I need the lick of paint. I don't get down to nitty and gritty, but the viewing platform has to be built first before the lick of paint. Is that correct?
What we were given at our last meeting, and it has been said publicly, I was told it would be started going into the season, and I believed it would be. But then we were told by officials at our last municipal district that they didn't want to paint it because there'll be cranes going in, there'll be works ongoing in the next number of weeks to do the viewing platform. The funding is there for that. That's happening.
Okay.
That's why it's not been painted so far.
Mary, you've also spoken about the importance of transport links, including K25 upgrade, head rail services. How soon can local residents expect to see progress on these parts? I suppose, the gridlock, Mary, The
gridlock, and it's frustrating. I deal with it myself every day as well when I'm going to County Hall.
It's going to be on your agenda.
It's on my agenda, and from what I can gather from the latest stuff from the department is they got X amount of money. TD James O'Connor has mentioned it already, and they're after getting X amount of money to start the process. So I'm hoping once the plan is started that it will go from there. And we're not even looking for a bypass. We're looking for some type of a link road to take it from the Castle Martyrs and the Killas build up.
You will be in the studios, I'm sure, with CRY. We won't go into great detail now because there's an invitation. They're possibly waiting for you in the background, but you'll have a lot of things here: housing, transport, all these.
Housing is very big in my agenda. If you were to ask me, Mick, what I deal with continuously every day is housing.
Okay. Mary, you've also been known for your hands-on approach. How can local people, especially young people and families, get involved in shaping the future of Youghal and County Cork?
I think, look, there's a lot happening, and there's around Youghal at the moment, and we've murals going up as we speak in Barry's Lane, which is a big plus again, and you have younger people getting involved with the Business Alliance. I find the Business Alliance, to be fair, Michael, I attend their breakfast some mornings. They're bright and early, but I do. And there's enthusiasm, there's people that are willing to work with the council. And that is one thing that I've always harped on. Rather than working against the council, you work with them. The council, and not a lot of people are aware of this, and I'm actually delighted I'm getting the chance to say it. Cork County Council funds so many organisations within Youghal. Festival committees, Youghal for All, Chamber of Commerce are funded by Cork County Council. You also have sporting organisations, other voluntary festival committees. They all get a percentage of our community funding. Yes, and I've said it to Cork County Council.
Are saying Youghal is at the end and all that
Yes,
kind of stuff.
yes.
So maybe you're not getting that particular word.
And I said it to Cork County Council.
You might revisit that.
I said, we're going to start as we mean to go on with my year as mayor. We are going to publish a newsletter within the Youghal News, because everybody reads that and everybody sees it, of the funding that's invested in Youghal with all the voluntary organisations, all the committees. Cork County Council funds way more than people are well aware of.
And Mary, you mentioned the Youghal Business Alliance there, but you cannot go without mention as well the Youghal Chamber of Commerce and Development, because they've been active as well.
Very active, and I see
so you'd be
the Youghal
base.
As well. Of course, I'd be working with every organisation that wants to work with me, and I've always said that. Why I mentioned the Business Alliance, I'm invited to their breakfasts every few many months, and I give them updates on what's happening, and it works well. But I will work with I'd be working with everybody within East Cork. It's not just Youghal base. While I'm parochial, it's my hometown, but I will certainly be working all over East Cork and fully with Cork County Council.
Mary, with 5 children, 6 grandchildren, how do you balance family life with such a demanding public role? Any advice for others juggling similar responsibilities?
I have a great family. I have a great husband. I have a great family. I have great friends, great relations, great in-laws, and everything just goes according to plan for me. So I'm very, very lucky.
Mary, looking ahead, what is your vision for County Cork by the end of your term as mayor? Are there any particular milestones you hope to achieve while you're in office?
There's quite a lot of milestones.
We hope you're always in that.
We'll come back and speak about that. But I have a wish list. They're well aware at Cork County Council level of my wish list of what I hope to achieve. I'm also not a person that kind of, I suppose, thinks that things happen overnight, and they don't. You have to apply for funding, have the plans in place, be shovel ready. I will make sure for any project we're shovel ready when the money comes.
Very finally, what is your message, and would you like to share with the people of Youghal and County Cork as you begin this new chapter of Mayor? Have you a message for the people?
I have a message for the people. Firstly, I want to thank the people. Without the people, I wouldn't be where I am. Without the people that elect me every 5 years on the ground, they put their trust in me. And I really, really appreciate it. And I hope I'll do them proud.